Hello, how we all doing? Hope everybody is okay. First of all, I just wanted to say sorry for the lack of videos over the last few days. I'm just getting back from my holidays, so I've been on a ship on the Atlantic Ocean with no internet signal or no Wi-Fi, so couldn't do any videos, but have been keeping a watchful eye on what's been going on all things Sunderland. Also, I just want to give a shout out to two followers, one on my Twitter account and one on my YouTube channel on here. So first of all, Black Cat in Iowa, go give him a follow. You know, he's a Sunderland fan. Had a few conversations with him via Twitter. He loves Sunderland. He watched the Netflix documentary and kind of fell in love with the club. So head across to Twitter there and give him a follow. Just trying to get him some followers from all our SAFC fans over here. His Twitter handle is @Iowa SAFC, and also another American friend is Matt Rice, and he's from Ohio, and his Twitter handle is @Mam24Rice. I'll put the links in the comments below. But you know, it's great to see you know, the SAFC network spreading far and wide. You know, and long may it continue, and you know, fair play to them too for following us, you know, and keeping an eye on us from all the way over there. So big shout out to those two. Keep watching and keep enjoying the channel. So the transfer window then, so you know, up until Tuesday morning, Christian Speakman and KLD were having rave reviews. You know, they were doing a cracking job. Best thing ever. You know, a great window, great to see the models improving. And then come 11 o'clock, you know, it was an absolute shite. You know, they were a disgrace. Season's finished. Blah blah blah. Now, you know, yes, it's frustrating that we didn't get a centre forward in, but I don't believe for 1 minute that they weren't trying. You know, it's not our fault that, you know, Sean Dyche didn't want to let Ellis Sims go. If they're getting another centre forward in, then I think Ellis Sims was on his way here. I really do. I think he wanted to come back. I think the deal was in place as soon as they got a replacement, but their targets that they tried to get, they couldn't get them. So, you know, that's not our fault. Now, yes, you know, should they have had other targets? They will have had other targets. 100% they will have had. But you know, they tried for Sam Surridge from Nottingham Forest. He wanted to stay there, and I think they tried to sign somebody from Brighton as well. But again, their manager didn't want to let him go. So, you know, and the injuries to Evans and to Roscoe, you know, happened at the weekend and caught us on the hop a little bit. So it's just very, very unfortunate. Yes, to finish the season with only one striker is not ideal. You know, we're relying on a young lad in Gelhardt staying fit and scoring goals, but you know, it's not the end of the world. You know, when Roscoe and Ellis Sims were out, we were still 8th to 9th. We were still picking up points. Yes, it might, you know, damage our promotion push, and there was a promotion push on, but you know, who's to say that Joe Gelhardt is not going to hit the ground and he's going to start scoring goals? Let's have to wait and see. We've also got the option of bringing a free transfer in, you know, so maybe they're exploring that market. But overall, I still think it's a great window for us. You know, we signed Joseph Anderson from Everton, Pierre Ekwa from West Ham, Isaac Lihaji, I think, from Lille, and obviously Gelhardt from Leeds. Now, you know, I think they're 4 great signings. Potential wise, I mean, I've been banging on about Gelhardt out for 4 weeks to see it. You know, every time I've seen him play for Leeds, he looks a cracking player. Now, can he play up front on his own? You know, who knows? Will Tony Mowbray now have to change his system to fit him into the team and play a different way? Would it not? But you know, I just think all the criticism that you know, Christian Speakman and KLD are getting is a little bit unfair. Yes, it's frustrating. You know, yes, they could have done the business a little bit earlier. Yes, maybe they put all their eggs in one basket with Ellis Sims, but you know, they couldn't foresee Ross Stewart getting injured, and now that then they were scratching about, you know, trying to get a centre forward in on deadline day, and I think the club's learned from the mistakes in the past, where, you know, if we look at a couple of years ago, we signed Will Grigg for £4 million or something, and look where it got us. You know, so the club have been, you know, once bitten, twice shy type of thing. So they've learned from the mistakes, and I agree with that. You know, I don't agree just sign a player just for the sake of it. But you know, let's see if they can explore the free transfer market. There's a few strikers out there who would, you know, I think Chris Martin's the one that's been mentioned. Just been released from Bristol City, was probably match fit, could probably fit in. Connor Wickham I think's been mentioned as well, but not too sure if, I mean, he's only 29, but I'm still not too sure if he would come in and do a job. But we'll see. But for me, overall, you know, I think it's been a great window, some great signings in. The only one I'm a little bit disappointed with is obviously Bailey Wright-Gardner, which I would like to have kept him, but you know, the lad wanted to play games. It was obvious Tony Mowbray didn't fancy him, so fair play to him. You know, the Toby Gus of Rotherham does really well, but you know, I really like Bailey Wright. I would like him to stop, but that's just my thoughts on the transfer window. You know, let us know what your thoughts are below. There's a few people probably disagreeing. I think the board, you know, have let us down, but for me, I think it's been a great window, and like I say, it's just unfortunate with the injuries to Roscoe and Corey Evans right at the weekend before the deadline day closed. So anyway, on to Millwall. So Millwall, you know, are doing well. They're a point above us in the league, in one place above us in the league. I think the 8th, we're 9th. So, and you know, they're a decent side. However, if you think back to the Stadium Light a few weeks ago, we beat them 3-0. Great performance. 3 second half goals, I believe it was. So it's you know, it's a tough place to go. We know what Millwall's like. You know, they're a strong physical team. They're noted for being physical. Sometimes on the dirty side, but you know, that's just the reputation gone in days gone by. But they are a strong physical team. They have just added Duncan Watmore on the transfer deadline day, and to sign him on a permanent from Middlesbrough. So that's just an added incentive to the game. You know, we know what ex-players are like. You know, when they come up against us, they like to get a one over on us. So I think he might probably start on the bench, depending on how fit he is, and how he's match fit. I think he's been on Middlesbrough's bench, I think, for the best part of the season, so he'd be match fit. But whether they'll put him straight in the team, I don't know. Managed by Gary Rowett. You know, he was a fierce competitor as well in his playing days, the midfielder. So his team will kind of echo that. But you know, we are in great form. You know, if we can follow on the 1-1 draw from Fulham at the weekend, absolutely fantastic result. Carry that momentum on. You know, and I don't see any reason why we can't go there and get a result. We are unbeaten in our last 3 games against them. Like I say, we beat them 3-0 at the Stadium Light not so long ago. So you know, we got there full of confidence. And you know, the new signings, well, I'm not sure how many of them will play, but I think we'll probably keep the same team that played against Fulham, with the exception of Joe Gelthardt. He'll probably come in for Roscoe. So this is the team that I think will play. It'll be Patterson in goal. It'll be Trey Hume, Danny Batt, Dan Ballard and Adji Alicia. Midfield, it'll probably be Michu and Dan Neil, with Jack Clark, Patty Roberts, and then Ahmad will play just behind Joe Gelthardt probably. And subs, I think we'll probably see, you know, the new signs on the bench. We'll probably have Bass, Barr, Anderson, Lihaji, Ekwa, Bennett, and maybe Chris Rigg as well might be on there, you know, to follow on from his exploits at the weekend. Another great cameo performance when he came on. So I think, like I say, there'll be one change, and I think it'll be Gelhardt for Roscoe. Score prediction wise, tough game, but I think we'll go in there. I think we'll get a result. I think it'll be a 2-1 win to us, and I'm going to go for Gelhardt to score on his debut alongside Ahmad. So a 2-1 win to us, but let us know what your thoughts are and what your score predictions are in the comments below. So that's kind of it. Like I say, watch out for the match review that will come out after the game on Saturday. Let us know what your thoughts are on the transfer window as a whole. Do you think it's been a good one, a bad one, indifferent one? You know, what would you have done different? Stick your score predictions in. I'll put Tony Mowbray's press conference if it's out in time in the comments below as well. And like I say, if you can, just head over to Twitter and give the two lads a follow. You know, because they like to keep up to date with all things Sunderland, and you know, they don't get all the news over in America. So if you can, give them a follow, be much appreciated. But that's it from me. So as always, like I always say, take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.